Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Geminis. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you this week. Talk to me, my guys. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end of the reading, I'll pull a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's jump right in here for Gemini, please, my guides. What we got for my friends? Okay, interesting. Now, this is one of my favorite oracle cards to get in the beginning of a reading. We have this big Libra type of energy, this big air energy right up front. Nice. So before we start talking about the themes and archetypes of that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at the imagery of this card. It reminds me of the Two of Pentacles quite a bit. This is a card of harmony to me. Now you'll notice this person holding the two yin-yangs. There's the literal sign for Libra. So if you're connected to Libra, if you have Libra placements, Spirit might be highlighting them or that for whatever reason. But we think of the archetype of balance, of justice, things like that. Of course, it can represent karmic cycles as well. But the big thing I see with this card is that of harmony. Whether you're moving into a time of harmony, whether that's what you're striving for, that's what you're wanting, that's what you're trying to do. Like, listen, I need to balance this out. I need to get this right and calm. So this is a good sign. It's a good omen when I see it, okay? And once again, if you're connected to Libra, they're showing up here right in the front. Now, I always like to say that nothing is ever truly in a state of balance. It's always going to be skewed one way or another, but that doesn't mean we're not going to try, right? Let's get into tarot, because you might be going through some challenges. It's all good. We're going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the juicy, intuitive stuff rolling, though. Let's shuffle it up for you. See what we got for Gemini here. Talk to me, my guides. What's up? So, last week's reading was titled, and this is an interesting title. I've never named a reading that. It was titled, They Are Trouble. Very simple and straightforward, but throughout the whole reading last week, I saw it plastered throughout the whole thing, was the vibe of a troublemaker. Maybe someone poking and prodding, trying to get under your skin, get a reaction. But that was the main vibe I was picking up in last week's reading. Someone trying to start problems, start issues. So let's get you these first 3 cards out here. Let's see what's going on for Gemini, please. Because you know energy is always fluid, it's always flowing, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Okay, so we do have a little bit of nervousness here right up front, a little bit of anxiety. And we did start the reading with air energy when we had that Libra vibe. So this could be somebody that's a little mentally high strung. But let's get you 2 more and see how this plays out. Okay. If it's not somebody who's nervous or anxious. Okay, we have the High Priestess, the intuition. You might be dealing with a lot of emotional, like, sensitivity or energetic sensitivity when I have this combination here. There could be a lot of things affecting you that you can't quite see with the physical eyes. Let's get one more. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So it seems like we have a little bit of a mixed bag here, Gemini. Okay. And keep it honest with you. So let's just put that Ace of Pentacles right there. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff going. So at first glance, when I look down here, interesting mixture of elements. We have air, we have water, we have earth. So those usually combine and congeal in an interesting way. But we have like emotional sensitivity. We have some possible mental overthinking. But this is what I'm really looking forward to, that Ace of Pentacles on the back end. But the 9 of Swords in position number 1, this is a bit of a deep card whenever I get it. Now, it could be highlighting your sleep. You might be having insomnia, sleep troubles, weird dreams, odd dreams, nightmares when this card shows up. And you see the imagery of this card. This person is stressed out, they're nervous, they're anxious about something, having a hard time. This could represent overthinking or an overactive mind as well. But when I see the 9 of Swords, there's other archetypes of the paranormal, which I find extra interesting when it's next to a card like this High Priestess here. Okay, so there is an energetic sensitivity here happening. Okay, so you might be going through a lot of things or feeling things that you can't quite explain. If you're a sensitive individual, if you're sensitive to energy, you might want to like keep yourself protected and locked down in this time because those sensitivities could be heightened to the max. Moving to the center, we have the High Priestess. Now, I always say this is a big water sign type of energy. It is linked to Pisces, but I link it to all three personally. That's how I do it. An aspect of the divine feminine. She is the matron of psychics, tarot readers, intuitives. Like I said, those unseen energies that may have an effect on us. Your intuition could be urging you to do something in this time. You might feel something deep in your gut, or just that very powerful energetic sensitivity. And next to this, like, there might be two routes you could bring it. There might be ways for you to harness it and move into this Ace of Pentacles, or you could be overwhelmed by it when we have this energy. Another thing with the High Priestess, aside from sacred knowledge and all that energetic stuff, is that she can also represent the unseen, the hidden. Okay, when I see her, she does represent the unknown or the unexpected when I see her. So moving to the back end, we have the Ace of Pentacles. The card of golden opportunities. This could be a big influx of money. This is an energy of blessings, whether it's from spirit or the material world. This is an energy you would want to claim. So I'm extra excited to clarify this and see how this one turns out. But all aces are opportunities, but this one a little more so. So this could be a win or a victory of some sort. We just have to see how it plays out, because in this spread, we do have a couple of cards that could be a little bit challenging. All right, so we want to see how it all plays. Let's put that Ace of Pentacles right here. We're going to dive deeper on all this action, Gemini. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so we're going to get a good shuffle here for the Geminis, please, my guides. We could be looking at several topics here or just one, but there is an energetic sensitivity happening. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Nine of Swords. And yes, my friends, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Gemini, you can drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. All right, Nine of Swords time. Why is it here? Thank you. Two of Swords under the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody extremely, extremely wound up. This could be a fear of the unknown, or you might be concerned about how something's going to shake out, how it's going to end, or how it's even going to work out. This is big fear of the unknown. Now, if this is someone that you're connected to, they are having a very mentally stressful time here. Like, this is a very anxious, very stressed, nervous type of energy. So you might need to assist somebody in that realm. But also, notice, this is another huge card of mystery, the High Priestess. These are all very paranormal. I feel like I need to tell a lot of you, if they're not stressful situations going on, like, you could be affected by so many energies that you don't see. This could be a warning as well. Like, Spirit might be trying to tell you, like, listen, either do some grounding, use crystal healing, whatever it is you do to keep yourself in tune and tapped in. Like, you might want to just protect yourself. But if none of that hits, I do just feel like this is someone like really mentally going through a tough time for sure. But there's a lot of unexpected energy here. We want to see how it plays out, okay? Because with the way this is going, we want to see when we get to that Ace of Pentacles what the end result could be, because this is somebody stressing about the unknown or stressing about something very heavily. Like, and I don't want to say it's all mental, because it's not, but let's just see what's up with that High Priestess. I really don't want to overcomplicate the message, but you get the point. If any sign could deal with an overabundance of air energy, it would be Gemini. That's why I'm tending to think that someone you're linked to might be in that mode. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse underneath this High Priestess. That's one of your cards showing up in reverse here. Hopefully you're not having issues with the water sign. And she is a big card of seriousness and stern, and I'm just feeling this extreme energetic sensitivity in this time. And I've been feeling it since the beginning, and I'm feeling it more and more as we progress through. Because usually the Queen of Swords is very shrewd, straight up, logical, total opposite energy of this High Priestess. So whatever it is you're going through, energies are amplifying it. Whatever challenges or issues or situations you're going through, I would take it serious, but I feel like the energies around you, whether it's other people, whether it's places, whether it's things, it's amplifying it more than it really is. That's something I feel like I need to say. So I would take your energetic health to a very high premium in this time. Or your intuition could just be jumping off the charts, right? Like you feel like it's going to happen. Something's going to happen any minute, any day. A lot of you could be moving into that where you feel like something's about to pop off. Like something's about to happen. Okay, that's a big vibe I'm picking up here. So I want to get over to that Ace of Pentacles because the way this is lining up, I would lean into these energetic energies and not suppress them personally. Like, even though there's a lot and it might feel like a lot, I would lean into these energies. Let's go in on that Ace of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick little recap after that before we get into the shadow card. So why is this Ace of Pentacles here? Very interesting reading this week. And I don't know why this energetic energy is just overflowing. Wow. Something might turn out way better than you can ever even expect. Okay, like even if it's something that you think is just like, this is claimable energy. Usually I wouldn't say that with a tower, specifically on the back end, but underneath this Ace of Pentacles, this feels amazing to me. There could be something you're going through or something that you might be stressing about where you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, or you don't think or realize how well it can actually go. This is something going better than you could like ever possibly conceive. Like this is a shocking victory, a shocking win. Like could be triumphing, yes, but you know when someone is seen as the underdog and they shock the world and win, that's like the vibe I'm picking up here, is like that of a shocking win or recovery. Okay, this feels good, like doing the unthinkable type of energy as well. So if all this stress, if all this energy is building up, the tower, the shocking energy comes through and it's surprising. There's so much mystery, there's so much unexpected here as well. So I would say expect the unexpected, but even if you're not super optimistic right now, something, whatever it is you're watching this for, whether it's an influx of money coming through, whether it's rough personal or interpersonal relationships, like this is a shocking, unexpected winner victory here, big time. And it feels nice on this back end. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then I'll give you then I'll pull you a shadow card, because like this tower on the back end was very jarring for me, but in a good way. Now, if you kindly look in the box, these three cards are extremely mysterious, but paranormal. They're all tapped in to the energies, the unseen energies. So I feel like I need to keep stating it over and over again to a lot of Geminis, even if you don't believe in it that much, that you could be extra energetic sensitive in this time. That you could be feeding off the energy of those around you, certain places, certain things could be affecting you in a powerful way. So just know that. This was feeling very wound tight, anxious, nervous right here. Could be stressing about the future or how something's going to turn out. Which, now that we know this back end, you shouldn't be too stressed. I mean, that's easier said than done, right? But moving to the center, we have the High Priestess with the Queen of Swords in reverse. If you're not having issues with the water sign, this to me did feel like somebody being in this High Priestess energy. So if normally you're the Queen of Swords, you're very stern, serious, and shrewd, know that this watery type of energy is really persevering or prevailing around the Gemini collective, okay? The energies are just super affected. Now, another thing, your intuition, like you might be working from your intuition and your gut, or you feel like something's in the air and it's coming any second. And on the back end, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the tower. I always say in every reading, not every tower is a bad tower, and this feels like a good one. If you've been through a tower recently and it does feel rough, in the end, you might overcome and prevail. That's a big thing I was feeling here. So yes, the energy of the unexpected wins and victories are overflowing here, or a shocking win, a shocking victory, something going better than you can even conceive. And I don't say that lightly. This feels good. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into this further. I'm going to get you one shadow card. Now, another thing while I shuffle these shadow cards up, Aces represent a new cycle. So after a tower, we might see an Ace of Pentacles, right? Where like, yeah, this tower might have been hurtful, it might have been painful, it might have been an ending, but this Ace of Pentacles has given you another shot, a second chance. Let's get you one shadow card though. What's going on in the shadows for my Geminis, please? And we're just going to pull you one card just to see. I always like doing this little introspection on the back end of a reading. What do we got? Okay, we do have the Eight of Cups. So you might be tempted to abandon something or walk away from something when this card shows up. For a portion of you, this could be abandonment issues that you might have within yourself. All right, because that is usually a card of movement, action, but walking away from something, even if it's emotionally fulfilling. So when I see it in the shadows, those are the main things. Either your fear of abandonment, you might have a fear of being alone. But to me, if you're about to give up on something, the shadow side of this card might be Spirit saying, like, listen, there have been times where you gave up on something and you shouldn't have, or you gave up on something too quick, too easy. You might want to see it through. Eight of Pentacles as opposed to Eight of Cups. So do with that what you will. For some of you, it could be as simple as the first message. But that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab at the end of the Fire Air readings this weekend. But for April, I'll be running it back and giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's a brand new deck and it's a lot of fun to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which ones spoke to you most. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of April, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you next time.